My thought process, you know.
Fun. We are going to get started with our draw ring this week, and this is part of our series of what did we call it? Cool shit. Cool shit. It's not. There's people looking at me like I should not say it like that. We have some really good stuff that we've been able to give away on things that are make a difference in our life, and so today is Marty's, and Marty, I'm going to give it to you. Take it away.
Okay. So what I put together was a smart home lighting package, smart tech package. Got an LED smart light strip, people from behind the TV. I have 4 LED smart bulbs, and then 4 smart plugs. This box is really very plain. This doesn't have the shelf factor here. But so like we took and we switched all of our lamps in our living room, our lamps in our bedrooms, we switched over to smart bulbs and smart plugs. Just makes it easier, to be honest. The kids think it's fun. They like to turn the lights all kinds of crazy colors. So look forward to that if you win. That's great. But I think they're pretty cool. These ones work with Apple. They work with Google. They work with Amazon, Samsung, whatever you may have. But it's just kind of fun. It makes it really easy. You know, sometimes it's not convenient to get to a lamp, or the switch starts to go out. Just put a smart bulb in. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, I like the clapper because of the modern clapper.
Have fun.
But on Madrid.
For that entry.
Yes.
Go.
There you go.
Hello, gorgeous. There is food made back for you guys. We're eating food. You probably can't have it. No, I love you. No. You guys, you missed it, and you missed, this was a smart home package. So you could turn your living room into a disco.
I know, but we were meeting with Alec and they was really. So they was-
Just,
Blame it on Alec.
We also wanted to take a minute this morning. You're looking good. Every time I see you, you look like you lost half of yourself. You're looking good. All right, yesterday you guys wanted to take a moment and recognize Martin Luther King Day, as most of us were, kind of at home yesterday, and well, we were here in some cases, like Travis and I, and a few others. But we just wanted to take a minute to acknowledge it as an opportunity for us to continue to see the value that we have in our environment. Speaking specifically as to that, we have the opportunity in what we do to even the playing field for them, and to give them an opportunity to build their own American dream. So I think it's important for us to acknowledge that that was it. So happy Martin Luther King Day to all of you, and we appreciate being in business with you. Yeah, I'll leave it at that. Today's big bad sponsor, where you at, Martin? There you are. Real quick shout out. First of all, he left yesterday at noon, so he and Jody, his bride, could make all of this food. So cheers to you, brother. I appreciate you. We're grateful today for wives. Last week we had Mark's wife. This week we have another Mark's wife that helped us out. So cheers to that. We appreciate you, brother. You want to come on up? Yeah.
Yeah, I'm thankful for her too, because it would have been done. We were very busy yesterday, also helping my daughter's boyfriend get his truck fixed in the cold weather. So we were up till late last night, making that. So thankful to her. But so real quick, just want to talk to you about, or actually remind you about how we can help you and your clients moving forward in 2025. So there's going to be, I can tell you, a big push in the Hispanic community with, that agent pickup thing. We're gonna go after new clients, new agents who speak Spanish. We know that NAREP is really, really big in this area, and we can help you with that. We have Celine Montoya, who speaks Spanish, Spanish speaking closer. Been with us for 5 years. She does a fantastic job. She did my daughter's closing, so it was the first time I saw her do a closing at the table. She was wonderful. But she also has a Spanish speaking processor behind the scenes at the table. Candy Nova, who's been with us for 4 years, she does a great job. And so I don't know how many title companies that have both processors that speak Spanish and the closer, but it is a nice benefit. Candy can answer questions that maybe Celine doesn't know from behind the scenes before you get to the table, and then Celine can answer questions at the table that Candy might not understand. So having both of them that can speak Spanish is a benefit. So if you are looking to hit that target area, because as Isaac and DJ and Wendy can attest to that is a huge hot market. It's a big market. It's even bigger. So don't be afraid to go after that market, and we can help you with it. So United can also enter. So we're here to help you. We're helping here to help you grow your business in 2025 and go after it. So thanks and enjoy it. There's lots of food, so take some home because I don't need it.
Hey, I appreciate every single week we are in business with people who care enough to bring food and to feed you guys, fill your bellies, and you can go out there and help. So we're genuinely grateful for everybody that we're in business with you guys. Go ahead, Sean. Oh, okay, hold on. We're gonna talk right on Tuesday first. So I'm gonna let Rachel introduce or to talk about what you guys just briefly saw. But I would like to take a moment, even though she said I shouldn't do this today, and thank Rachel. I'm not listening at all. We're incredibly grateful, one, because of what she's gonna tell you next, but to get back here, the amount of meetings, the amount of appointments, the amount of interviews, phone interviews, all the things we had to do, Rachel did to make this work, and I'm genuinely grateful for that, because it meant that, eventually we got what's next.
Right, well, right. You guys hopefully saw an email from me already, but next slide.
Moving forward, sorry, John, I should have made it.
Drum roll, welcome. Hope you realize how much you mean to this market center. Come back. So obviously Shannon is back. Those of you who maybe came in the last month, Shannon was our transaction coordinator for 5 years, took a little brief stint another way, and here we are again. We're so excited to have him back. And as Nick mentioned, I probably did 25 phone interviews trying to fill some really big shoes. I knew that
That's
they were
just
big.
phone, and she had to.
But I did like three times in person, yeah. And I knew I had big shoes to fill, and it was really hard every single time that I was like, they're not Shannon, they're not Shannon, they're not Shannon. And this goes to when you guys are lead generating too, right? Of like, sometimes you just have to make the ask. And so we were emailing about tying up loose ends and things, and I just said, hey, I have to at least ask the question, would you be willing to have a conversation about coming back? And he said, yeah, happy to do that. And so I'm so excited to have Shannon back here with you guys. The value you bring to this market center is second to none. And I know that I can speak for this whole group and everybody who's online and not here, that we're really excited to have you. Anything that you'd like to say?
Sure, come up. Yes, I know most of you, I think I see some new faces here, but yeah, I was the TC here for about 5 years, took a quick stint away, but KW has always been my home. I started with KW, and I decided to come back, and just, honestly, KW is where my heart is at, and it always just felt like home. The culture here is amazing, and it was a no-brainer, so I'm really happy to be back. If you guys need anything, my email, contact information are still the same, so reach out, I'm here to help. Thank you.
Realized we never had a going away party for him. Realized that we did that on purpose.
So now we have the welcome back part. Some fun things to know about. Genuinely grateful to have you back, brother. For those of you that kept texting me and emailing me about a TC, now you can mind your own business. But no, we're grateful to have you here, man, and yeah, it feels right. So rock and roll, brother. All right, we got it next. Virtual this afternoon, 2 to 3. How many of you have gone to Lynn's class, one of Lynn's form classes in the last couple of months? Okay. For those of you that haven't, give yourself an opportunity. Lynn is incredible with the form, and not only that, but she's helping you guys stay ahead of the curve with changes and or how we're using them based on things that are changing in front of us. So don't hesitate, you guys, to spend some time with this. Because it's virtually, you can do it from anywhere you want. Cool, we're here together. No, so we're good. So this afternoon, all right. We had such an overwhelming draw last week. We had such an overwhelming draw for the GPS and the 411. We're doing it again. How many of you have a GPS right now? That's a lot more than I thought. How many of you wish you had a GPS? Okay.
You don't know what it is.
How many don't know what a GPS is?
That's the thing in the car?
Yeah. Yeah. Like that, Peter. GPS, you don't know where you're going. Yeah. So if you don't know where you're going, you don't know where you'll end up. That can be bad for all of you. So the GPS, you guys, we just are going through our GPS as a leadership team, and the clarity that it brings to your business, to your activities, the stress it extracts from your life, because you no longer have to guess what you're doing. The GPS goals, priorities, strategies, right? What's the goal? What is the activity that's going to get you there? And what are the strategies as a part of that that you have to achieve in order for this to be successful? And then your 411, right? There are things in your life that you want to achieve that sometimes you're like, I want to lose weight. And then next January, December 30th, you say, I want to lose weight again this year. Oftentimes, the method, you guys, is what's the plan? What are you going to do to achieve that? This is where we show up as a models and systems company. Use this to bring clarity to parts of your life. Maybe it's not money, maybe it's others, or maybe it's not fitness, maybe it's money, or maybe it is your actual business. So you guys focus on this in person in here, 1:30 to 2:30 on the 23rd. So that's Thursday. Yeah, rock and roll, guys. All right. Travis, just bring in value. All right. Travis, raise your hand one more time. So those of you that might not know, I'm right back there in the back. 3 essential systems you need for your real estate business. Travis, how long have you been the director of ops for one of our most successful teams?
17 years.
17 years, you guys. I'm just going to insult everybody. This is where you can learn something, you guys. He has the opportunity to get your business right, to get your numbers in order, so that you can go be corporate, right? So you can go out and sell, you guys, so you can have leverage. Get in here and learn some of the systems that he's using to help his team be one of the most successful teams in the Twin Cities. Does that seem valuable to you guys? All right, let's be there for that. What's the date of it? Next Tuesday, following the team meeting. So guess what? You don't even have to go anywhere, and you get to benefit from hanging out with Travis. Okay? Be in here next week, you guys. All right, one other thing. Again, this is a lot this week. CE. This is one of the main opportunities we have in person. One, Karen Collins is going to be in the building teaching. If you haven't seen Karen teach, she's a phenomenal teacher. Mike is also fantastic, just second to Karen. And you guys, you're learning from people that are actively involved in what agents need to make sure that they stay compliant, but also so that they can thrive in this market. This is a great opportunity. Emmy, I believe it is $65 a day. 130 for both days. You get your required mod, you get all your education out of the way right here. If you want to bring somebody, come and talk to me. We can figure something out there. So really, if you have somebody that you want to bring that isn't in our market center, come and talk to me, and maybe we can pull a good deal. Thank you for the referral yesterday, Sierra. Got her into the program last night. So we got a referral for a new agent from Kim, and we got her in last night, so we're already in this. So if you guys have new referrals, obviously continue to send them over. Our goal is to have 100 agents to our market center this year for the new agent program. So we'll still be here to love you guys, but there'll just be 100 new things. How about that? All right, next up. The reunion in Las Vegas. Getting close. Right now, I think we have 5 registered. Right? Yeah, we do. I looked yesterday.
Yes, that's not.
No, 5 in the staff, right? Something like that. Okay, there's more people. Don't ask me for the details, obviously. But right now, you guys, we got a good group coming. We got another group coming from our sister market center. We're hosting a happy hour at a place called Re-Rock in Vegas. So I think that you should come for the happy hour. So if you haven't been to family reunion, this is the pinnacle of education and kind of culture building for us. It's in Las Vegas, so everybody's gonna go to sleep early and get up refreshed, ready to rock and roll, I think. But either way, you guys, honestly, it's gonna be fun. And so show up if you guys want an opportunity to elevate your business around people that also are looking to have a good time and grow in their business. This is a great opportunity for you to really take advantage of what we have to offer. Because if you haven't seen KW Family Reunion, you probably haven't gotten a real taste of who we are yet, because it's pretty incredible. So not only is the party fun, but the classes are good too. You know me. All right. So I am going to ask this incredible agent to come on up. And she's going to talk a little bit today, you guys. She ended up finishing last year. Come on, you're good. You ended up finishing last year at how many transactions?
49.
49 transactions.
You was 27.
Seven.
You pushed me
Yeah.
to do
40,
40.
and you did 49. All right, you guys, if there's no one else in our market center right now in the last 12 months that has had as many, that has had the success you've had. So we're excited to hear you talk about it. How to build a springtime pipeline.
Well, something that has worked for me is like events. I love social media. And I try to be in as many groups as I can. I think something that I have learned when I went to family reunion, when I've been in all these like big events, is thinking about giving to your people. And that's how I started. So like in those groups, they usually do any kind of events. And I was the one that without they asking me, I was like, okay, I'm gonna bring 5 kids, 10 kids. Also, it's like a little thing like, okay, this time I'm gonna bring the cake, something like that. So people start knowing you. People start knowing like who you are, and then when you are in those events, you something that I always hear in this market is like, you ask someone, what did you do? They're gonna ask you, and you, what do you do for a living? So, and then I start letting people know that I'm a realtor. And I think that's what makes my business grow. It's like I always do like I have like I said, I have different groups, and I usually do something for every group. Like here I did like a vision board, and then like I hired someone to show us how to do cards, like birthday cards, and then I brought a group of people. And you know, I think that's what is helping me. And also put everything in social media. It's just, and, you know, like I think it's also that something that has to be, you know, from your heart. Because people can see when you are like just, you know, because you have to give, and then, you know, people start trusting you. And, you know, I also invite people that I really like to my house, and we just do like, you know, let's get a wine thing and stuff like that. And that's it. I think that's the only thing.
Well, let's also talk. I mean, so if you see, anytime you're in the building, when I watch what you're doing, you're always on you're always reaching out to people. You're either texting them, you're calling them as you're tucked into the corner because your cord is only this long, and she's literally on the phone in the corner. And I'm like, this can't happen. And so you're constantly engaging your people. You're constantly in touch with them. Do you keep like a short list of people that you think are going to buy this year? You do. How do you determine them?
Well, people that, you know, and I learned that from you. Yeah, because you want someone like, hey, do you have already a list of who you next buy a certain thing? That was like, I have to do that.
Oh, I need one? No, I do. Cheers. I'm sorry for those of you.
So it's like, okay, I have to do that. And then that's something that I do all the time. And it's like, if I have a prospect that I know it's already with a lender or is working on the credit, I just put it on my list, like, okay, like maybe 6 months, this person is gonna buy. This one is already with the lender. And then that's how I, like, and I'm always like calling and asking and how is everything going. Something that I have heard from lenders too is, and they have told me like, you know, that's something that I like about you. You are like, you know, in touch with your clients. There's a lot of agents that they just drop their clients here and they think that once they're ready, we're gonna call them like, hey, your client is ready. In the meantime, someone else reach out to them, and they're done, and then they come like, oh, that was my client. sorry, he decided to work with someone else that wasn't really caring about.
Do you ask for referrals during the process of working with your clients?
You know what? No,
And so, see, even an agent who did 47 transactions, let's say 47 or 49 transactions last year, you can still learn, you still have opportunities to continue to grow by asking for referrals during the transaction. What do you think for you was the biggest difference between where your business was a few years ago and where it is today?
I think when I started, I was in the hospital, I was working in the hospital. So I was full-time in the hospital, full-time here. On the right side. But I think once I switch, I focus more. And I start reaching out to people more often, doing more events. And and it's just not about events like for party. Sometimes people put in social media, they have one of their families passed away or something like that. You have to be there too. You have to offer them something sometimes they do raffles and it's like, I'm the first one, hey, I want to buy this, or I'm offering $50 for you, something like that. So I think that's what is helping me.
So it's showing up organically, right? Like in showing up in people's lives. You kicked off last year with an event here in the Market Center, and I think you had somewhere around 60 for your first time home buyer event, right? And that kind of kicked off your year last year, right? So doing first time home buyer events, right? How many of you have a first time home buyer event planned already this year? It's okay, it's okay. I think you already did one, didn't you? 3 of them already. My point is, right, is to this is what we're doing, what we're seeing consistency is that what works is communication, right? Being in front of your audience, genuinely showing up. You're showing up to the things in their life, graduation parties, weddings, the things in life that happen that allow you an opportunity to have a conversation about it. And so when you go to these, when you're hosting these or when you're going to these, how are you engaging with people that are there? How are you encouraging a real estate conversation?
I usually ask hey, so what do you do for living?
Yeah.
And they ask back. That's the thing. And when I go to my past clients events like baby shower, wedding, something like that, I love that most of the time they are the ones representing realtor. Oh, she's my realtor, and I love it, And a lot of times people are like, oh, do you?
Yeah.
I'm planning on buying a house, and then they're like, oh, she's great.
Yeah.
And I'm like,
There's a difference between this is my realtor and she's a realtor, right? When somebody says it, especially with your audience, when somebody says, this is my realtor, that means that they're validating you right there, right? And you got to work with them. It's so much easier, you guys, when you have somebody else that is carrying that water for you, right? The hardest thing is to say, hey, do you want to buy or sell? Yeah, I'm a realtor. That's what I did. That's a different conversation. But the conversation is that you're encouraging them find a way to have the conversation about real estate, right? So it's really difficult for most of us to show up and say, hey, I'm a realtor wearing a sandwich board in a megaphone or with outstretched arms. More often than not, it's showing up and just saying, hey, Forrest, what do you do? Or, yeah, what do you do for work? Because Forrest is the great Midwesterner, and he's going to say, I do this, what do you do? And you have the opportunity, but it's more organic, right? It feels more organic because you're asking me the question. And now I'm validating because the person that introduced us. How many of you have a strategy this year to show up at events that aren't hosted by you? A couple? Should I think about that again? The events that you get invited to are as important as the events you host, right? Because the events you host, they're expecting you to say, hey, do you want to buy, sell, or invest in real estate, right? But the events that you attend as a guest allows you the opportunity to organically create additional relationship, right?
And-
Go
and
ahead.
there's also like not just about real, like real estate, like what do you need to buy a house? I also hosted events where I'm teaching people how to do credit. And I ask someone that is special in credit, and I just like, hey, could you please come and sometimes I give that person I do like give them like a $50 gift card. Just for them to spend the time here, and helping me teach my people how to be great, how to make money. Also like 2-3 weeks ago, I did like people how to learn about wheels and trucks. And there was a lot of people here. It's not just about real estate related. Then they see me here, see me in the pictures, see Keller Williams, and I'm also the one that is also presenting those people that are gonna attack. And it's like, okay, I do this, but I think this is important for you if you are buying a house, or if you already have a house, just to know how wheels or a truck work. And something I'm also doing is I'm inviting all my clients. It's like, something that is my family here, we are like 20.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's my 50th birthday, so I want something big.
It's your 30th birthday.
Oh, thank you. So, and, yeah, I invited a lot of them. So, and yeah, something that I said is like, because sometimes people is like, if they go to a party, it's like, they can afford to buy a gift to be at that sometimes. So I'm asking all of them, I don't want, no gifts. I put an association like a pets, thing you.
Yeah, for
So I just want them to give a donation,
Different
whatever
charity.
they can.
Yeah.
But I want them to be here. It's, and that way I want them to be here. Because they share sometimes. If they don't have to. I can just give $5 to St. Jude's, help an organization. Just be with me. I just want you.
come and be with. One of the things that I have to point out is the use of this room is incredibly important if you want to create community with people, right? Getting people into this room because you can use it offers you an opportunity, one, to not have to rent a room this size at a restaurant or at a community center. You're somewhere between $600 and $2,000, right? And so if you're not using this as an opportunity to create a community with the people, you're not using this place for the value the reason why it was built, right? Getting people in here. Did you have was it somebody's 80th? Was it your mother's 80th?
Yes,
Yeah. So
84 years.
right? So, and she always keeps asking me, can I use the room? Yes, every single time. All you gotta make sure is that no one else is using it. Travis has, right? But you guys, this is the benefit of belly to belly, toe to toe real estate. The reason that she's had the success you've had is, in addition to all your hard work, is also using the things we know already work. You get them into the building, the chance of them using you is incredible. The chance of them referring you is also incredible. Because what other real estate agents say, hey, come to my market center, come hang out with us, come break bread with us, come celebrate with us. It's different than saying, hey, do you know anybody that's looking to buy, sell, or invest in real estate today, right? And it creates community, and then that community is your referral network, right? Is there anything you want to share with them that you see on a day-to-day basis with all the agents that you write offers to? Is there anything that you want to share with the group here as to how they can be better communicators? We've done this, I just set that one up and see what it's going to say.
Well, sometimes you know, when, like, we are talking about events, it's like, invite them, but also remind them. And a couple of days before, just tell them, I'm excited to see you, like in a couple of days. And just, you know, inviting and also like making sure they follow. Yeah, I think that's what.
No, it's okay.
Put me in a spot like.
High performing real estate agents too, the other thing is they get so into rhythm, they forget that they actually have a system to, right? And so sometimes when we have these conversations with high performers, they're like, I don't know, I just go to work every day. And they do these things, right? And so, you know, be thoughtful of what things are you doing so that the outcome can be similar, right? And on a consistent basis. You know, the other thing I think that I have to point out that I see is you also meet the majority of your clients face to face here.
That was the mistake that I did in the first 2 years. It was like, I was too busy in the hospital and I was like, okay, just by phone. I was giving a lot of information by phone. I used to spend like an hour, 30 minutes just answering questions to provide people that was interested either buying or selling. And then I switched it. Okay, I noticed that they later on they didn't even reply my text or my calls. Now, what I do is like if someone is interested, I say okay, we need to talk in my office, and just I ask, you know, like a time or something that works for them. We meet them. I'm sorry, here, and I can see that it's working better because people like trust you more. And it's like, you know, just the face-to-face contact is like awesome, and people is more loyal. They, you know, and usually they do working. And sometimes they are very honest and they tell me, you know, I'm asking or like talking with 2 or 3 mentors. I'm gonna see which one, you know, works best for me. If I were you, I would do the same thing.
And being able to show them a professional environment, right? A lot of the agents that we're competing against, that you guys are competing against that aren't with KW, right? Or aren't in this particular case with our market center, they're homeless. And so they're meeting at a coffee shop. I can't hear at a coffee shop anymore, right? So bringing your business to a coffee shop and saying, this is how we do business, that's the surest way to not get paid the full commission.
I have heard from a lot of people that comes to the office, oh, what a beautiful office. It's my office.
Right. But then you also get the benefit of having somebody be able to say, can I get your client something to drink? Can I get them a coffee? Can I get them a water?
And I appreciate that for you and Linda. Thank you so much for doing that. It looks very professional and, you know, like, yeah, I appreciate it. Sometimes I'm running late and I'm here. They already have coffee, there's water. Thank you.
No, thank you for giving us the opportunity. Thank you so much for all you do. Thank you so much for helping pour in, and congratulations on a kick-ass year. That's awesome. It's such an incredible year that her son Arturo is now going to be getting his real estate license as well. So yeah, he was like, I've been busting my back over here. I see what my mom is doing. How do I do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I'm still trying to do it too. So here's to you. What do we have? Anything else? All right. So I have 20 minutes to bore this out of you guys. What's more food? I'm not going to keep you really long, but let me ask you this. Anything that you have coming up? Needs? Anybody have a need? Anybody have a property that's coming on that they want to talk about?
Question,
Go ahead.
how can like we get like leads, how can we get like more closure leads? Straight from the bank?
I can send you a list. You can't get them directly from the bank because they can't share that information. They have to post that information. But I can give you a couple different lead sources where you can buy pre-foreclosure leads. They're usually somewhere between 15 and 50 cents a record for something like that, but I can definitely show you how to do that.
How can like we get this straight from bank foreclose someone's house, they want to get rid of the house?
So what you're talking about is something that Lisa Purcell does already. Is there anybody else that's doing foreclosure stuff in here? So Lisa Purcell is doing some asset management for banks. She's currently on a cruise ship, enjoying the weather in the Dominican Republic, and I don't hate her. In her CD. And instead, so that's great. But you're right, there is an opportunity to have that conversation with asset managers. So then she reaches out as an REO agent, real estate owned, and she helps to list that property. So I can help you with that as well.
If you ever want to go see the property, just come with me.
Don't open the refrigerator that way. Grant, what were you gonna say, brother?
If anyone has a client that's living in Ham Lake and wants to be the spring market and not deal with any other buyers, there's an off market, let me know. I have property walk on. It's a beautiful house that is, 2012 build. It's, 4-bedroom, 3-bath, under room on the main level of the kitchen. It's got 3-car insulated heated garage, a couple of sheds on a 3/4 acre property, corner of the cul-de-sac into it. It's gonna be roughly around the 475 mark. But in the last 5 years that my clients have owned it, it's had a new roof, new water heater, new furnace, the apron has been fixed, the driveway, and a lot of other things, the refrigerator, other things, that's updates throughout the house. Great home. I've been there a million times, best friends. Anybody wants something off market in Lake, let me know, because they are more than happy to do so, to not have to deal with a bit of the spring rush.
Right, awesome. You guys want to check that out, see Grant, and we can do off-market conversation, right? Anybody else have anything, any wants, any needs, anything that's coming on? Any questions, concerns? Frustrations with Rachel?
I was gonna happen to notice that the backup artist is no longer here. Who's everybody else using? Things like backup.
If it's small enough, they can all go in the back of my truck and inside my truck, I'll do the job. I've done some for her for that reason. Yeah, I don't have a giant truck like that, but if it's smaller jobs that it'll fill my truck, whatever, even they like loads. Then I've taken a few of those jobs, I don't know.
And I'll get you a referral as well. I have
Have you used Rosie's here?
yeah, that's it. Yeah, I've done Rosie's. Right. This is an awesome meeting. I'm grateful to have everybody here. Hang out, eat some more food because Mark doesn't want to take it home. You guys, I'm grateful for all of you. Go have a kick-ass week. Go help somebody today and enjoy. We'll see you guys next week. No, we will see you back here. What time? No, it's this afternoon. What time? 2 o'clock. But you're gonna be here, so. Here, you guys have to take that. We're gonna make it happen.